Welcome to Honyok honeybees here in our bee yard, and we are getting ready to open up another 5-frame deep overwintered nuke. And this is one of Don Kuchenmeister's no drown hive top feeders, and we saved the ladder in here because the holes match up with the holes on this box. And then we just take the ladder out in the fall, and then you can see down in there where the bees can come up through that hole, and then they can come up and eat in this box and eat the sugar. And then you don't have as much of a mess with the newspaper sticking to your frames and everything with the camp method. So let's have Victor open this up. And it is off and on, very windy, cloudy. We got big storms coming today. And you can see all the bees. All right, go ahead. You can see how he's smoking it and letting the wind drift the smoke across the frames instead of blowing it down on them. They'll go ahead and you can see how they're going on down.
Tell them about that.
What?
Oh, you just come along the side while I'm going on this side.
Go ahead and tell them.
Because there's hardly any over here. I can scrape these off, and then I don't have to worry about rolling the queen if she is on that frame. Where this side you got a lot more of those right here.
Yep.
So
good observation. We're cleaning the wax off the side there, and when you pull that first frame up, it doesn't rake all the way down along your honeycomb and stuff. That way it doesn't harm anything, and you don't harm your queen. And Victor has found one of our tight boxes. So you see how he's being gentle with it. We had a video on how to make these not so tight, but these were already out in our yard, so we're gonna take these boxes in and modify them again. But you can see that on our other video. What you got, Vic?
we just got a little bit of honey, and all this here is pollen. As you can see there, a little bit of brood. He's got larvae in there and some fresh eggs.
See if we can zoom in and take a look. All right.
The other side, we just got a little bit of pollen and some honey.
There she is.
There's your queen.
See her walking around. Got cat brood. Probably got eggs on that frame since she's on it.
Yep. More cat brood. Eggs and larvae.
If you watch Victor work his hive tool, you'll see that he pushes it down between those ears on those frames. That way you don't break those off. And then he takes the frame out at an angle. It gives you more clearance. And that's one of them.
Just an empty frame.
Yep. That's the naturally drawn wax.
See where the fishing string broke here on this one? We're just going to change it out. We'll put a new frame in it.
They've got some fresh nectar in on that frame. Anything else on there?
Nope, just some fresh nectar.
That'd be a good one to take out then. We'll put in a new frame for her to have a place to lay.
Right, because we're not taking out any brood. Just another frame, a little bit of honey around the edges, and the inside's all empty.
That's a good one for her to lay on, that's for sure.
Yep.
Now that they have made it through the winter, she'll lay according to how many bees are in the box. So when this first round starts hatching out, there'll be more bees to take care of her eggs, and then she'll lay more. Kind of nature's way of taking care of itself. You see there's a bunch of capped honey on this side.
Bunch of capped honey.
Yep. It's a good one for food for them. Leave one of those in the box and
we'll be adding just one frame.
Yep. And then you can kind of see down in there on the bottom board, you can see there's a little bit of wax where they've cut down the cappings and stuff from when they were eating honey this winter. And a good strong box will have that pretty much blown out the front. This one don't have as many bees, so there's a little bit more built up there, but it's not bad. When we get done with this video, I'll help Victor change the bottom board out. And you can see this one again. This is a frame from last year, and we had it robbed out. It was full of honey. We let the bees clean that up and store it for the winter, and then we froze the frames and then stored them, and that way it gives her a place to lay right away versus just throwing in an empty foundation. Today is March 28th and it is 75 degrees out, I believe. So Victor got everything over, made room for this last one to go in. You got to be careful. And then he'll center up the frames. Always remember to do that. Makes for proper space, and then they don't draw as much stuff on the sides. And then we're also putting on a different lid. We're going to switch over to the 1 gallon bucket feeders. You can see the plug. We'll take that plug out and we'll set the bucket feeder on it upside down there, and the bees will crawl in and out of that hole to feed up on that bucket. So that's another 5 frame deep overwintered nuke in Illinois. If you like our videos, click like and subscribe. Hit that little bell on the right side. That way that'll give you a notification on the next new video. Thanks for watching. Honyok honeybees. Honyok.